Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the Today's Restaurant News Networking Group. Today is May the 31st, and we are a group of vendors in the restaurant industry who are expert in our field, and we are here to help each other grow our businesses and also to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef who has an issue that they would like to get information on. You're welcome to contact us and give us a call at 561-620-8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com and take a look at our YouTube page, which is also accessible through our website, which again is trnusa.com. Our June issue has been posted, and we are highlighting Atlanta this month, and I think you'll enjoy looking at it. It came out really nice. And next month is going to be Huntsville, Alabama. And Terry, what's after Huntsville? New Orleans?
Yes.
Is it New Orleans?
Huntsville, New Orleans, and then Boston, Denver, and in December, New York.
Yes.
Restaurant
Home Alone.
Yeah.
Okay. So today we have an in-group presenter. Where'd she go? Stephanie.
Oops, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got lucky. Someone just showed up here. Yay. Hi, everyone.
Stephanie's with Brilliant Computers, and she's our guru.
Thank you. Thank
you. You can share the screen.
Okay, perfect. So I believe this is one. All right. Perfect. So are you all seeing the screen there with the picture of Mark and I?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So Mark and I, we are Brilliant Computers. Mark is my father, and Mark has actually been running Brilliant Computers since the mid-90s here in South Florida. This year we celebrate our 30th year servicing the South Florida area. I've worked on and off with him basically since as long as I could remember, helping with various projects. I mean, I started with just filing papers and then, basic PC cleanups and kind of whatever I could. Then when I was working at other jobs, I found myself when the IT team was taking too long, I would come over and step in and do my best to help. And now I'm running the company with him. And so we are here for you, for anyone, for all things IT. And a little bit of what we're gonna talk about today is just technology threats. There's always going to be new threats, and so here's today's information technology threats. What you need to know. There you go. So briefly, we'll go over information security, data backup, how to spot and handle rogue websites, which these are happening more often than they used to. Phishing and spoofing, what that is. Should you upgrade to Windows 11? How you can improve your PC health, and then of course, how to contact us. So, ransomware. What is ransomware? Ransomware is a malware designed to deny a user or organization access to files on their computer. So I'm not going to read all of these in detail, but ultimately the best way to prevent getting ransomware is to keep your information safe, follow all the security suggestions that we're going to go over in this presentation. Also, before you click on any links in your email or even on a website and a message that someone sent you, if you're on the computer, if you hover over that link, it'll show you what's what it's going to be going to. If the link is vastly different, right, and you're supposed to be going to Google, but it says www.track. It may not be safe. So when in doubt, reach out. You can call us. If you have been attacked, take the computer off the network immediately. So if you're on Wi-Fi, On the bottom right side of your screen, you'll just go ahead and find that Wi-Fi area, and actually I can't, you're basically, if you're on the Ethernet, remove the Ethernet cable. If you're on the internet, turn off your Wi-Fi on your computer. Sometimes there's a button. If you have any more questions on how to do that, let me know. Call us. If you get infected with ransomware, your backed up data will need to be recovered to restore functionality. So we offer a lot of backup solutions, local and cloud-based. And more times than not, the people who are on backup solutions are thanking us. We had one client recently whose computer crashed. They had a good backup in place, and we handed them a brand new computer that was a carbon copy of what they were working on before their computer crashed. And basically they got a new working computer, and then we took the old one away. So even the best firewall, spam filters, anti-malware, and virus programs will actually not prevent you from a ransomware attack. If you click on that link, you have opened the gateway for the attack. So again, just be on top of, what's coming through. Make sure that the emails that you're reading are from the senders that they're meant to be. And we also have security solutions for business email that can help reduce the amount of, spoofing and phishing and spam emails that are coming through as well. Information security, general best practices, enable two-factor and multi-factor whenever available. A lot of email accounts are really giving us the option now to use our phone, our devices, or some type of authenticator app as the primary way to get through, which is a lot better than a password. Because no matter what, if you're using a password, you're going to have to update that password often anyway. And having a secure spreadsheet is really the best way. Google, I save some passwords in Google sometimes. That's fine. It's quick when you're logging into your accounts. They're quick to update if you change your password. But in the event that and this is something that's new, in Google, you can get your data encrypted, including your passwords. And if your passwords become encrypted and now you can no longer access the passwords that are in Google, in order to be able to start accessing passwords in that account again, you have to turn off the encryption, which will actually remove all your saved passwords, and then you have to start saving them again from scratch. So unfortunately, I had a client worked about 2 weeks on saving her passwords, and she is now having to build that list from scratch. We gave her the template for a Excel spreadsheet, and now she's working to fill that in manually. As I mentioned, backing up your data often, and you can contact us for options for operating system. The type of backup we use often is called Axient right now, and it will back up your operating system, your preferences, your data. That is awesome because it's nice to open your computer back up and there's your desktop, there's your, everything you're used to, right? All your apps. And then email, there's options out there for email backup. If someone happens to log into your email and empty your entire email account, right? You can always restore. And I've actually had to do that recently for a client, and it was amazing how easy it was. So it's a lot easier to be proactive than reactive here. So rogue websites. A rogue website or a redirected website is an attempt to spread a virus, collect information, and a variety of criminal acts. When you go to a website and that alarm's just blaring at you and it's telling you to call a number, right? And you are panicking because you think your computer's crashing or that someone's already hacked your computer and they're taking your data instantly. They're not. It's a trick. Don't call the number, call us. So really, if you end up on a rogue website, just go ahead and I'll show you. I have my task manager open. So you'll right click on your toolbar and you'll click on task manager, or you can do Control-Alt-Delete and then go to task manager. And if you're using Google Chrome, at the time when this rogue website comes up and starts yelling at you, you'll just right click end task, and then you'll make sure that all windows are closed before attempting to reopen another window. When you go to reopen another window, it's going to show you this restore pages, and you're going to say no. You're going to exit out. Now, when you come back into your Chrome and oh, I want to go and open my windows that I've had open, you're not going to. You're going to go first here up on the top right. You're going to go to history. That's going to click on history. It's going to bring you here. And then from here, we're going to clear browsing data. So this is immediate. You want to do this immediately, even before you call us, ideally. Otherwise, we can walk you through this as well. So you're going to choose browsing data in all time, and then clear your data. It may clear some of the password, the automated and password entry preferences, but that will protect you from directing back to that website again.
That happened to me yesterday.
Yep.
And I didn't do what you just said. I just got out of it somehow. I closed it and reopened it. It was there. Should I go through these steps now, or is it?
It's just best because let's just say when you're typing into the top of Google, right, and you're going back to a website you've gone to before. Say I'm at Amazon and I was at Amazon when this happened. It could pull up my history and open up that same intercepted link that will take me right back to the rogue website.
You'll be doing that later.
Okay, sounds good.
We did the Control-Alt-Delete and then went out and it said restore pages and I said no, and then right to the other, and it said to call Microsoft, which we knew was bogus.
Yeah.
So we got out of everything and I said just turn it off and start from the beginning.
Good. Yeah. So those steps are really good as long as you don't end up going back to the same intercepted
right.
link, which is what clearing the browsing data, that clears that from there. So it won't auto-populate again.
Oh, thank
you. Yeah. I won't read all of these details, but spoofing and phishing, for everything that's listed here, you can go to our Instagram. I've got posts about spoofing and phishing, and you can learn a little bit more about that, but this is the one that tricks people the most. Scammers, unfortunately are really working hard to steal your information. They can pretend to be someone else to steal data or money or to spread viruses and malware. You can I've gotten a phone call from Redwood Credit Union. That's my bank from California. Redwood Credit Union is calling me and it's definitely not them. I can tell immediately, I'm used to that, but many other people would say, well, it says it's who it is. If you ever get a call or an email from someone who is saying that either they're your bank, lender, whatever, it's best to just call them directly using the phone number that's either on your statement or on Google directly, not like in the search, but right there on the right side of Google and Maps, that's often the best, or the contact us page on their actual website. And just double check and make sure that they are trying to reach you using that method, just to keep yourself safe.
I actually heard of this case of someone that got a call from their bank saying that someone was trying to access her account, and they got her to, they supposedly sent her a confirmation text, and they had her verify the confirmation text, and then hours later she find out that that person that called her was actually transferring money over to their own account, and the bank wasn't able to take it away because basically she confirmed that it was the right transfer with the confirmation pin, and she said that on the caller ID it said whatever blah 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 bank.
Yep. And now there's AI.
You could just tell them I don't have time to talk now.
Yeah.
And let me take the number down and I'll get back to you.
Yep. And if it's important and if it's real, they're likely going to call you back. It's still best to double check. There's even AI, and this is the really scary part. There's AI that could call, let's say I call Gabby and I record Gabby saying, hi, how are you? I can't talk right now, or, whatever. And I take that using whatever system I can. I could literally then call a family member and use her voice to scam somebody else using AI. And so, I've heard, and this is like years old now at this point, where a grandmother gets called from her grandson who needs money and needs it to be wired, and she wires the money, and all of a sudden boom, it's just gone, you know, and it's just best to be cautious because I mean, anything is possible. If it feels, whether it's too good to be true, or if you're just when in doubt, reach out. It's what I keep saying.
Mm-hmm.
Phishing is more like it's spoofing, but in an attempt to acquire sensitive data. So you could click on a link that may transfer data to them directly, right? Something like that. So Windows 11. If you buy a new computer and it's on Windows 11, it's fine. You don't need to change it to Windows 10. It's not, you know, that's not a concern for us as your IT support. But if you purchase your computer and it's a Windows 10, do not upgrade it to Windows 11. If it keeps trying to get you to do so, call us. There's a way to turn off that notification. But your software may not function properly. The computer just may labor. I've noticed it slows down a Windows 10 computer immensely. Something else I've noticed recently is that Google Chrome had a new update, and at some point within the last couple, maybe about a month or so, every computer that I work on that's running slow is using Google Chrome. So if your computer is running slower than usual, maybe consider trying a different browser such as Firefox to see if it helps your computer run faster. But that's a solution that I've started. Now I'm using Firefox on my computer. It's running quite a bit faster. But if your PC has upgraded to Windows 11, you only have 7 days to restore it to Windows 10 with your profile as it is. Otherwise, we have to do a full format reinstall and basically start from scratch, retrieve your data, and then all you have is a new profile with your old data. Windows 11 comes with data encryption built in. If you purchase a computer that has Windows 11 on it and your hard drive crashes, we wouldn't be able to get it unless you turn off BitLocker. So we can help you adjust those settings to turn off BitLocker unless you are a lawyer or a finance person, you know, working with millions of dollars, or your organization requires you to have encryption on your device. It's really not necessary as long as you have all the other security features in place, because your data is more important, right? You want to be able to pull that data off in the event your computer crashes. And how to keep your computer healthy, running scans regularly, installing all the needed Windows updates, reviewing your installed app. If you go back to that task manager, you can go to app history and it will show you all the applications, you know, that are here. And you can also go into your control panel. Just quickly, I'll show you. And open. So programs, features. So if you go right here and you click on installed on, it'll show you when your applications were installed. So control panel, programs and features, and then click on here. And if you suspect that you've had something installed that you didn't mean to install, this is where you're going to see it. If you see anything you don't recognize, give us a call. We can help you remove it. McAfee is not necessary. That's another thing. If you have McAfee on your computer and you're not paying for it, call us. And yeah, some solutions for this. We offer managed services software now that oversees the health of your PC. It'll alert us if you're running out of disk space. It'll alert us if you are, you know, laboring on memory. If your computer is operating at max capacity for your hard drive and your memory on a regular basis, eventually it's going to crash. And so we like to catch that before that's going to happen. We offer a managed monitoring service for that. Like I said, we'll get alerts. We'll let you know if anything comes up. We'll be able to see your applications and what applications have been installed and when, if there's any necessary important updates and security patches. Those are things that we can monitor as well now with our services. These services are $25 a month per workstation, or $75 a month for a server. So every company, you know, has a data storage location, and we're here to help support, you know, the health of that. So again, you know, how to contact us. We're here to support you in many ways. You know, like I said, we could do the backup and recovery. We can do business email management and hosting. If you're currently, say, with GoDaddy or Google, and you want to centralize your email management and or delegate that to us, we can do that with Microsoft Office 365. We have server and Active Directory deployment and management, although a lot of people are moving away from servers and more towards virtual servers and cloud-based. And yeah, I mean, really, we can support you with anything. Like I said, all things IT, technology, and even just connecting with, you know, website development or, yeah. Is there any questions about any of that?
A question.
Yeah.
AVG, Windows Defender. I know I had the free, and then I went up to the better AV, the higher end AVG, which I deleted.
Mhm.
And now I still have Windows Defender in the free AVG.
Yeah. So Windows Defender can do a really good job on, you know, a personal computer or a computer that's not, you know, housing very, very, like,
Secret.
yeah, very, very, very top secret data, you know? And then, oh, okay. Sorry, guys. But, we like SentinelOne, and SentinelOne is also a managed, security software. What I really like about it is that if you have a network of computers, right? If you have a team of people that are working in an office, if one computer gets infected, that virus can travel through the network. Okay, that can travel through the network to another computer on the network, right? If you have SentinelOne on your computer, it'll catch that virus, take that computer off the network, especially if it's, you know, a certain
Level.
danger detection level, and it'll alert us that that has happened. And then basically we would clean up, or the virus removal software will remove it and or quarantine it, and then we can approve, like, basically turning that computer back on the network once we've deemed that it's safe.
Terry Ark had a question.
Yep.
Yes, Stephanie, you earlier in your presentation, you showed us how to do a couple of things. Do you have like a little short video of that you can share?
I can find some things probably on YouTube. I can also see if there's a way that I can maybe make. Are any of you familiar? And I have a feeling someone might be, with a screen, like, recording tool that can work with, like, I could probably do like a Zoom call, right? And then record the Zoom call.
Use Loom, Loom. They
Okay.
have a free tool. Like,
Okay, great.
eventually you need to upgrade, but I think you have like 50 videos for free. Just
Okay.
Loom, Loom.com.
Awesome.
Super easy.
Thank you. And
I use
yeah, I could
Capto,
I could
Stephanie.
look it up, but you just saved having to do that search. Thank you. Yeah, I'll
What
come
was-
up with
Capto is
something
one
and
that
then
I
I'll
use.
send it to the.
What was that?
Could you give-
Capto, Capto, is another really good screen recording. You can
Awesome.
record, make it a box on your
CAPTA.
screen. Tio.
Yeah.
CAPTO.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Stephanie, I'm
uh,
asking about the little short thing that you said we can do ourselves.
That's for the rogue websites, right?
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I mean,
yeah,
it would be-
I can come up with that, but yeah, it's task manager. So this is also important and really helpful for anything. I've had a lot of people call me saying that they can't open Outlook. I've had people call me and say they can't, like, they just keep clicking on the icon and nothing happens. Sometimes what will happen is when you X out, it'll get hung up, and this, if you come into task manager, this is grayed out. So it could be here and it could be further down the list. So you want to kind of scroll through. But if you're trying to open a program and it's sitting here gray, you have to right click it and end task. Then you should be able to open it after that. If Outlook's frozen, end task. It's just like when you're on your phone and you just close everything all at once. It's kind of the same measure.
Where is in task? Where do we find in task?
Right click. So yeah, on a Windows computer, you would right click and then end task.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a call.
Yeah, I'm happy to help. And then, once you do it a couple times,
No, I messed up. I got a Chromebook, so I need to make some changes, but
Chromebooks, we can't do remote support on yet. I don't know if we can. I haven't done it yet. We can try.
yeah, I'm gonna sell it. and
Okay.
Get some different. We'll
Okay.
chat. Thanks.
Yeah, we can chat. And then also we have a new support email, which I just want to put out there that, if you contact Mark or I, if we're out on site, there's a chance that that email may not be seen. I mean, at this point, we used to be instant turnaround time, but now that I'm out and about a little bit more, I've had sometimes a 6-hour turnaround time on an email, and that's like not my I don't like to operate like that. So we created support at brilliantcomputers.com. It opens up a ticket, a request for technical support. It puts you into an actual ticketing system where I get a text message, I get an email, I get a notification. I now have a work phone and a personal phone, and that'll come up on both of them. So we want to make sure that we're available for you if you need us. If you're gonna have us as your IT support and you're in a situation where you're not functional and business has stopped, that's important to us to get you back up and running.
Anybody have any more questions for Stephanie? If
Yeah,
you-
I posted, Stephanie, I posted to you, I'm using Microsoft OneDrive. Does that work as well as Google Docs? Because I'm finding when I go to my phone or my tablet, it's not always updated properly.
Yeah, so Google Docs saves instantly. Microsoft OneDrive frustrates me a little bit. So if you migrate to Microsoft, you can still use Google Drive without having to have like the business workspace. You just may need to pay if you're going to be running out of storage, the little bit for the extra storage. But I have Google Drive, and when I'm using Google Drive, sometimes, something, you see these blue and then green.
Right.
And then sometimes I don't even know what the status is because it looks different. So I find that it's not as reliable of instant kind of gratification. I'm not sure where the hang up is. But that's my experience in it. So I think that if you're sharing between different people using OneDrive and not just using it as kind of like a cloud-based backup solution of your work documents, because that's more what I'm doing. I want to know that if I log into another computer and I sign into, this account, that I'm going to end up getting exactly what I'm looking for, if I sign in like 24 hours. But there is the chance that something just didn't fully sync, or that it's not the most recent version. And I have noticed that it's an imperfect solution.
So you think Google Drive works better than?
Yeah, SharePoint though. SharePoint is the cloud-based version. So it's OneDrive and SharePoint kind of go hand in hand. If you log
I
into
think I have
SharePoint,
SharePoint, yeah.
yeah, if you log into SharePoint, I think it works a little bit better because you're using the web-based version and it's not syncing locally to the computer.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay, Stephanie, can I have my screen back?
Of course.
Thank you. And
Sure.
does anybody else have any? I want to thank you very much for a great presentation, very informative, very helpful. And
That was great. Yeah.
I appreciate it. How great is it to have Stephanie and Mark in this group that we can, as a resource to help us and to help any restaurant watching, which brings up a point. Again, thank you very much.
Yeah, when you're running a restaurant, you don't have time for all this. This is why it's a full-time job.
We don't have time
Yeah,
today to do our intros, but I would direct everybody to our website at trnusa.com, and you can see every one of our members listed on our website with all their contact information. So if you do have an issue that you need help with, please feel free to go to our website, trnusa.com, or give us a call at 561-620-8888. And if there's nothing else,
Howard, I had a quick question. Was there somebody on here that I have not seen before, or am I imagining it?
you're imagining.
One
No, no.
fellow who spoke.
I don't-
There's a
That's
fellow who
me.
spoke.
He didn't recognize
That's-
Pam.
That's
No,
Pamela.
There
I'm a
was gentleman who
troublemaker.
spoke who asked Stephanie a question.
I just do these things to make sure y'all are paying attention to me.
Ah, very nice, Pam. Very nice.
All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Stay safe and let the sauce be with you.